The Razer Kishi V3 Pro XL is the only mobile controller for full-size tablets. I've been testing this for the past 2 weeks, and in this video, I'll go over the features, the Razer Nexus app, and how games work on the iPad Pro. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the box, and a big thank you to Razer for sending it out. This video is not sponsored, so all of my thoughts and opinions are my own. The box is quite wide with a picture of the Razer Kishi V3 Pro XL on the top. I'll just say Pro XL from now on to keep things simple. On the back, we see all the features laid out. The sides have Razer's signature green along with some more info. Opening it up, and we're greeted with a very wide controller. I like how simple everything looks. No extra boxes or plastic bags. This paper shows which rubber cushions to use depending on the iPad model with USB-C. Pair A is for the iPad Air and the 6th generation or older iPad Pro models. Pair B is for the M4 iPad Pro, and Pair C is for the regular iPad. I have the 11-inch M4 iPad Pro, so I'll swap them to Pair B. It would have been nice if these were magnetic. Here's the controller, but we'll come back to that later. We also get 2 replaceable thumbsticks, a tall one, and a short dome one. I wish it came in a full set, but it's a nice touch for customization. Underneath this is a product guide, which I'll read later, and some stickers. Alright, the Pro XL is super wide, and it comes in my favorite color, matte black. Looking around, it's very clean and minimal. You get some etched texture on the grips, and the only text you see is Razer on both sides, and a logo on the back when you expand it. This weighs about 310 grams and expands up to 282 millimeters, which will barely fit the 13-inch M4 iPad Pro at 281.6 millimeters. But the controller will work with any iPad or Android tablets from 10 to 13 inches. And Razer actually has a whole V3 lineup, which includes the Pro XL for full-size tablets, the V3 Pro for smartphones and the iPad mini, and the V3 minus some features. I was wondering if Razer could make one mobile controller for any size device, but I don't know how they'll make the expandable back. The Pro XL is priced at $200, while the Pro is $150, and the regular V3 is $100. If you're interested in the Razer V3 lineup, I'll leave a link in the description box below. So setting it up is as simple as plug and play. I'm not a case person, so I'm not sure what cases will work though. But all I do is slide the iPad Pro in from the left side to expand it, and make sure the USB-C connector plugs right in the port. And just look at how big it is. For comparison, here it is next to the PlayStation Portal. And here's the Nintendo Switch too. The Pro XL feels like a console-grade controller. It's ergonomic and very comfortable to hold. The only reason you'll get hand fatigue is from the weight of the iPad or tablet itself. The controller has full-size TMR thumbsticks, which is supposed to be better than Hall Effect. You should get the same high precision and anti-drift, but only time will tell. To switch to a different thumb cap, just pull them out and push a new one in. But make sure the arrow on the thumb cap aligns with the one on the joystick. And if you're wondering, here's how far they'll stick out. On the left, we also get a tactile D-pad and buttons for the home, option, and share. The right side has your usual Xbox style layout, along with a menu and Razer Nexus button. On the top, we have the L and R buttons and triggers, as well as 2 claw grip bumpers. So if you're playing an intense game, you have easy access to 3 buttons. Well, 4 if you include the back M1 and M2. All the buttons are nice and clicky, but they're a little too loud for me. Here's a sound test. And the bottom has a USB-C port and a headphone jack. The controller supports pass-through charging, but from my testing, it's limited to 12 watts. So if you plan on gaming while charging, the battery will probably break even. You can also use any V3 model as a wired controller. The Razer Nexus app is really nice. Once you have it installed, press the Nexus button, and the app will launch right away. It's free, has a clean UI for your games, settings for customization, and did I mention it's free? The My Games section will be empty when you first open it, but to add one, jump in a game and press the Nexus button. Moving along, there's Razer PC Remote Play, which lets you stream your PC games right to your mobile device. Unfortunately, I don't have a PC yet, so I won't be able to test this out. Then we have popular games, Apple Arcade, retro games, cloud streaming, and various genres. None of these are installed, it's just a shortcut to download the game. Under settings, you can change the background, live stream from YouTube or Facebook, update the controller, or customize it to your liking. You can remap just about any button, and the triggers can be set to rapid or full press. It won't be that instant trigger, but a light press will register as a full one. Two features that I won't be able to test out are the Sensei HD haptics and the virtual controller mode. These are exclusive to Android devices because Apple won't support them as of now. You'll be able to feel different vibrations in certain games, and touchscreen only games can have on-screen controls mapped to physical ones on V3 controllers. Using the Pro XL has changed the way I game on the iPad Pro. Touchscreen controls always felt gimmicky, but this controller makes it feel like I'm playing on a giant handheld console. I tried a few games on the App Store, emulators, PS Remote Play, Apple Arcade, and they all played great. Here, I have Zenless Zone 0, and all my controls are precise and accurate. No more looking where I have to tap the screen. The only issue with this game is that I need to switch the input to controller every time I launch it. And another game I play, Wuthering Waves, does not support these types of controllers at all. It's not Razer's fault though. Emulators work just fine. I have Pokemon Yellow, and I can move around just like I could on Game Boy. And the same thing goes for Golden Sun, but I noticed some controls don't work. I can only open the menu, and everything else needs to be done by tapping. PS Remote Play behaves just like the Portal, and sometimes even better. I am missing out on haptic feedback, and there's letterboxing on the iPad Pro, but at least the screen is brighter, OLED, with HDR support. Games from the App Store or Apple Arcade work perfectly if there's controller support. Here's Chrono Trigger, and it was just plug and play. And the same thing goes with Trials of Mana. But I noticed this game has all the buttons flipped. B is to select, and A is to go back. Maybe it's an international version. I'm very impressed with the Kishi V3 Pro XL. While it's a bit pricey, the ease of use, customization options, and the free Nexus app make it worth the investment. If you're an iPad or tablet gamer, I recommend giving this controller a try. Let me know what you think about the Pro XL in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!